Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Friday, September 6, 2019. Well, we have a lot to talk about, so let's just dive right into it. Dorian is on the way. No, it will not be directly impacting the region, but it will be passing through the coastal waters close enough to create some rather wet and windy conditions, especially right along the coast. This morning, we have temperatures ranging from the lower to mid-50s over the far northern interior, upper 50s to lower 60s over the suburbs, and lower to mid-60s right along the coast, upper 60s to lower 70s as you head down towards southern New Jersey. Temperatures aren't going to be moving all that much, where we're going to be dealing with cloudy skies, periods of showers, some heavier rainfall and windy conditions along the coast. You could already see winds from the northeast around 10 to 20 miles per hour along the coast with higher gusts. That's going to continue to increase as we move on through the day. Also look for these bands of heavy rainfall coming in as well. We're already seeing one coming in through southern New Jersey with some light to moderate rainfall. Heavier rainfall is just off the coast and heading towards the region. When you take a look at the radar here, you can see the whole setup really starting to evolve. Now, Dorian is down here over the North Carolina coastal waters, basically right over the Outer Banks. It has winds around 90 miles per hour. It's moving to the northeast at 14 miles per hour, and it will be accelerating as we move on through the afternoon hours and passing through our coastal waters. It has a pressure of 956 millibars. Dorian is going to be going through a process called going from tropical to extratropical, and when that happens, this precipitation shield starts to expand and the western side becomes more intense. So what we are expecting is that not a all-day washout, especially as you move away from the coast. But the concern here is that as Dorian's passing through the coastal waters, you're going to get these outer bands come through, and they are going to be capable of producing some very heavy downpours. Now, this is a tropical downpour, so you're talking about half an inch per hour possible in some of these bands of heavy rainfall. Thus, the forecast. Right along the coast, you're going to have the best potential for that type of heavy rainfall. So you have the best potential of seeing anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rain in some spots. Meanwhile, as you move further away into the interior, basically to the west of the Delaware River, you barely see anything at all but maybe a passing shower. So here is our current surface map. Here's Dorian moving through the Outer Banks. Here's the stationary front that's going to be backing towards the coast, enhancing all of the moisture and lifting over the region. And then here's our cold front and low pressure system approaching by tonight. That's going to clear everything out, capture Dorian, and change it into one nasty nor'easter for the Canadian Maritimes. On our satellite picture, you can see the setup here really nicely. Here's Dorian right here, okay? It's basically tracking to the northeast through the Outer Banks. It's going to continue to do that and then start to turn to the east-northeast as we move on through later on this afternoon and evening. While that's happening, you see these colder cloud tops here? This is a representation of heavier rainfall. Again, the colder the cloud top, the stronger the lifting. So you could see bands of strong lifting and moisture moving into the coast, the combination of which will lead to bands of heavier rainfall. Now, the core of Dorian will remain over the coastal waters, and thankfully it is, or you're talking about easily a 3 to 6 inch type rainfall event for the coast. But that is not going to happen. What's going to happen instead is that we're going to get these outer bands that are going to be capable of these heavy downpours, and thus the forecast, where we're looking at anywhere from about 1 to 2 inches of rain right along the coast. Again, this isn't going to be steady heavy rain throughout the entire day, but these bands of rainfall rotating in. So you get a band of heavy rainfall, tropical downpour, then cloudy skies and some drizzle, then another band of heavy rainfall coming through, and that's going to add up as you move on through the day. Most locations around 1 inch, but if you get one of those bands to linger, you can easily push 2 inches of rain. Winds already around 10 to 20 miles per hour this morning. They will push to 15 to 30 miles per hour, which actually is below tropical depression levels. So we're not really talking about extremely strong winds compared to what Dorian is going to be capable of when it's passing through the coastal waters. Let's say by then it's a strong tropical storm. Okay, so you're talking about winds over 40, 50 miles per hour out over the coastal waters, but along the coast, certainly you could see a gust up to 40 miles per hour, and there will be some minor to moderate coastal flooding. Looking at anywhere, I'm looking for anywhere from about 1 to 3 feet. We have coastal flood watches for around 1 foot above inundation. Then as you push further west, you're looking at about 1/4 to 1.25 inches of rain. Now, let me explain this very, very carefully. What this means is that for most locations, you'll be around 1/4 of an inch. But there might be a few tropical showers that lingers, produces rainfall rates of 1/2 inch per hour, and that's how you could get your inch. This isn't a widespread inch, it's more of a widespread 1/4 of an inch. Then as you head towards Gold, again, most locations are around 1/10, but watch out for that heavier downpour. And then as you head down towards Scranton and Harrisburg, basically almost nothing, maybe a trace. That is about it. So let's dive into this forecast. For today, Dorian passes over the coastal waters. Look for temperatures to not move all that much, basically ranging from the mid-60s to lower 70s today. For tonight, Dorian exits out towards New England and then towards the coastal waters of the Canadian Maritimes. Look for clearing skies by tomorrow morning, although a bit breezy, winds from the northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Lows in the mid to upper 50s. For tomorrow afternoon, clear skies are expected with highs in the mid to upper 70s. For Sunday, high pressure and control with clear skies, light winds, lows in the mid 50s to lower 60s, highs in the mid 70s to lower 80s. On Monday and Tuesday, high pressure will be in complete control with clear skies to sky cloud cover. Look for lows on Monday in the mid to upper 50s, highs in the upper 60s to mid 70s. On Tuesday, look for lows in the mid to upper 50s and highs in the mid 70s to lower 80s. Now on Wednesday, a warm front will move through with showers in the evening hours. Look for lows in the lower to mid 60s, highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s along the coast, mid to upper 80s everywhere else. On Thursday, a cold front will follow with showers and thunderstorms. Look for lows in the upper 60s to lower 70s, highs in the lower to mid 80s on the immediate coast, mid 80s to even a few lower 90s as we get towards the Philadelphia metropolitan area. On Friday, high pressure is in complete control with clear skies, much cooler, lows in the upper 50s to lower 60s and highs in the upper 60s to lower 70s. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino, and as always, stay safe out there.